with the ugly stuff. You know, we're going to start with the floors, the things that we want to deal with. As a quick reminder, my outfit is coming up in 1 hour. Serena Williams, in fact, she's chatting right now. She's amazing. Does this woman have energy? She's literally hot off of her last championship yesterday, this weekend in South Carolina. She's chatting right now. She won the Family Circle Cup. Congratulations to her. She's truly on fire. But she is chatting right now. If you'd like to jump online, you can interface with Serena. She looks great. I'm looking so forward to our show together. So we're going to get down to it. Who likes to mop the floors? Who likes to get on their hands and knees and get, you know, the stuff up and off the floors? No matter what kind of floor surface you have, linoleum, tile, granite, terrazzo, travertine, you've got anything. This is the way to get things so spick and span clean. You're not bending over, you're not on your hands and knees. It's not a back-breaking kind of chore like it once upon a time was, because of the invention of the spin mop. And this is the deluxe version, and this is the deluxe guest, Michael Sullivan, who's, I don't know what this is, but...
I mean, that's the only thing these other mops are good for, is a bit of exercise. You see, look at that. You see, a bit of snow skiing. I mean, that's the trouble. I mean, if you haven't got the spin mop, Callie, I mean, you're probably using one of these rag mops. You ever used one of these things before?
That is so disgusting. I can't even believe it's that
I mean, the
close
thing
to
is, you still have to wring this thing out with your hands, okay? Now, if you really want to touch that dirty, disgusting mop head, good for you, but I certainly would not going to touch it right there. I'm going to use my foot right here. I mean, you go to mop your floor, it's inevitable what's going to happen. It's going to leave streak marks and smear marks. I mean, you pick it up, it drips everywhere, it's heavy, it smells like a dead rat, which is why most people would rather use a trusty sponge mop. Sponge mops, fantastic for waxing your floor, but if you use this as a floor mop, again, all it's going to do is push the mess backwards and forwards, and you end up doing what Callie used to do. She used to shove the mess underneath the refrigerator when no one was looking. You push down on the handle. This is my favourite part right here. It sandwiches that dirt right back into the sponge, so you're always mopping your floor with a dirty, disgusting sponge. Not very nice. Now, there is one other mop out there. This is your dust mop. Now, we've all seen this in the store. Great invention, because you've got to keep going back to the store and buying the pads. I mean, you mop one average-sized floor, these pads get filthy. It's just like wrapping dollar bills around your mop.
And
the thing is,
they're
with this mop,
expensive.
it's only good for dusting. You can't even use it for a wet mess like this, okay? Now, if you're using these mops right now, you're spending over $100 a year on mops that don't work, okay? So do yourself a favour and watch this spin mop demonstration. You may have seen it before, but this will change the way you think about mopping.
Which is why we love your calls, because you're going to laugh at us being all excited about this mop until you hear other people who have it too, and they love it as well. So there's the number, 1-866-376-TALK or 8255. Michael's showing you one of my favorite parts. And I have the original, keep in mind, and I love it. I spent more on it. The original, this one's better and better price.
I mean, look at this. Okay, you put the mop in one side of the bucket, okay? This is your washer side. When you push down on the foot pedal right there, it spins the mop inside the bucket. You then take the mop on the other side, which is the basket side. This is your dryer side. Again, you push down on your foot pedal. Now, the faster you go, the drier the mop's going to get, okay? So use this just centrifugal force, which makes good sense. Your mop comes out nice and clean. Now, I don't know if we can get a big overhead shot of how nasty this kitchen floor is, because right here, I'm going to clean this whole entire mess without rinsing this mop. Now, the nice thing is, this mop is actually made from microfiber, okay? That means it leaves no streaks or smears on any surface, even if you have hardwood floors or pergo floors. Look at this.
I do.
It's got a 360-degree swivel head that allows you to get right up to the corners of your kitchen, against your sideboards. And you know what's a nightmare, Callie, is behind the toilet bowl. No more on your hands and knees with your face down the toilet trying to clean behind your toilet bowl. The spin mop gets into all those difficult-to-reach spots. Now, also lays down so flat, look, that you can easily mop underneath a bed, underneath a refrigerator,
that's a great point, because this
stove.
gets dry as well as wet.
Exactly. Dry for dusting, wet for mopping. Now we're going to clean up this big, disgusting mess. Now, this mop absorbs about 10 times its own weight in liquid. It's just like Tony Little down the pub. It's like a thirsty camel in the Sahara Desert. Look at this. It picks up that whole entire spill in seconds. Now we're going to go over here and finish cleaning the floor. Now, you may notice that no streaks or smears whatsoever. That means you don't have to put a towel underneath your feet. Now, you'll be surprised at how many people are still putting a towel underneath their feet to dry their floor. It's called what I call the funky chicken dance, like this.
That's scary.
I know.
I mean, honestly, we laugh about it, but if you've ever had that experience, it's like, if you have, you don't want to slip and fall. Anybody, and that's the thing, you don't have to like clear the house for an hour or two because it doesn't leave any water behind. That microfiber cleaning cloth, which by the way you can wash a couple hundred times, so it's one investment. You don't have to replace that head. We do have extra heads if you want them as backups or, you know, as a secondary in the meantime. But watch this, because you just saw Michael pick up that this whole floor was filled with water and gross, black, icky, disgusting water. And look, it's holding.
I know, and listen, it's now sparkling clean. There's your mess. Now, the nice thing is your hands will never, ever, ever touch this dirty mop head ever again, okay? To get this clean, this is my favorite part. All you do, look, is you pop it into the bucket. Now, remember, you do get the mop, you do get the bucket.
Yeah.
This is a complete cleaning system.
Good point.
Keep the mop vertical. You then just simply push that on the foot pedal. It's now spinning and winning all that dirt right out of the mop, right into the bucket where it belongs. I mean, it's just absolute genius. You then take the mop out, you place it on the other side. This is your dryer side. Again, one side to wash it, one side to dry it.
Like a salad spinner.
Just like a salad spinner, exactly. And the faster you go, the drier the mop's going to get. And look at that. I don't know if you remember how dirty that mop was.
Check
Look
it
how clean
out.
it is.
And again, now you're going back at the floor with a clean mop head. This is one of the millions of things people love about it. And incidentally, you can see over 2,800 have been spoken for. Last show of the day is as we speak. We've sold over 300,000 of these. People love their mops. It just does a better job. It makes that job easier, faster. Why not? Again, as we go to the phones, you are welcome to order yours either by picking up your phone, using your iPad or your iPhone or your smartphone or any tablet or any device. You can use your computer, of course. The item is 184-373. That's 184-373. This, you know what, Mother's Day is around the corner. What a nice thing this would be to give to Mom or to Dad. We all have to deal with this problem, which is the dirty floors that you're looking at there and here in our studio. But we want to say hi to Elizabeth, who's calling in from West Virginia this evening. Elizabeth, I understand you love your spin mop.
I do. I finally don't mind mopping my floor.
That's how I feel. Awesome.
I always wanted a clean floor, but I hated dealing with that filthy mop. I felt dirtier while I was trying to get the floor clean.
I know, I'm with you. And I love what you just said. I love having a clean floor, too. I mean, people who are walking around and at the end of the, you know, one or couple trips across the house, you've got like dirty socks or dirty feet. Who wants to live in that?
And I don't mind grabbing the mop to do it, even for the quick cleanups. Things that I would dread and say, oh, I'll just get it in the morning or something. I'd go ahead and grab it and do it because I know it's going to be done. It's going to be done quickly, done right, and quickly dry out the mop and all of that. I'm amazed and just love it.
I am so glad you called. There's a lot of people, you know, that's why, Elizabeth, your story means so much because obviously I own it. Obviously Michael owns it. But when you've got it, like you said, sometimes it's just a quick pick-me-up. You know, it's just a quick little spill. And we all lead busy lives. The last thing we want to do is being, you know, back-breaking labor cleaning up our floors. I'm so glad you love it.
Not to mention a dog in the house, too.
A dog in the house, okay.
I have a messy...
That makes for fast cleanups when he's made a fast trip in the door.
Yeah.
I have a messy dog at home called Rover. He's a golden reliever. No, Judy, so you love your spin mop, yeah? Is it the best mop you've ever bought?
It is, and I hope that this is something that many people do give it a chance and try because you will absolutely love it.
Thank you,
fantastic.
Elizabeth. Thank you so much. You know, life is busy. If you've got pets right now, it's spring. They're dragging in mud and all kinds of stuff you don't want on the floors. So there's a million reasons why you will love it as well. So give it a try. You have an unconditional money-back guarantee. You mentioned it, Michael. I have to repeat, though. This is the deluxe version.
Right.
I have the original. I love it. Wouldn't give it up. This one is better. And let's talk about some of the advanced features. Considering this is a price break, which I don't know how that works. Brand new design, price break, a chance for you to get it is right here and now. Okay, that's...
I mean, there's your dirt. You can notice how it's not dripping everywhere. It holds that spill inside the mop, okay? Now, to get this clean, all you do now, this is what's nice about the Spin Mop Deluxe, is this feature right here. When you place the mop in, now just keep it vertical just like so. It locks into a gear inside the bucket. So when you push down on your foot pedal now, you can see there's that centrifugal or centrifugal force. So it's spinning all that dirt right out of the mop, right into the bucket. Now, you can use any type of detergents. I like to use scalding hot water because your hands will never, ever touch that dirty mop water and or that dirty mop head ever again. You then simply, once you're done washing it, you simply place it in the dryer side right here. Again, you push down on your foot pedal. Now, the faster you go, the drier the mop's going to get. Look at that. Spins at over 3,000 RPMs. Just like being in Vegas. Spin to win. And your mop, you remember how dirty that mop head was. Look how clean that mop head now is. I mean, that is incredible.
Can you show us how to take that mop head off and throw it in the washing machine?
I mean, if you do want to put it in the washing machine, see, we've literally thought of everything here. All you got to do, look, is put your foot on the mop, turn the handle to the side, the head pops off. You can now put this part in the washing machine. You can wash it up to 300 times. When it comes out, it's nice and clean. You simply just pop it back on, and you are good to go. It doesn't get any easier than that, right?
If you would like an additional mop head, you can ask your sales reps about it. They are available, but this system, in fact, we'll keep that item number at the bottom of the screen for you. Some of us like to just have a backup. I certainly feel that way. But I tell you what, to be able to reuse this mop head, you're not spending another dime. If you've used the other kind that, you know, you have to put one of those, like, tissue paper things on the stick, and all it does is pick up the dirt or the dust balls, this is a whole different world. This is about deep down clean. This is whether it's linoleum, tile, granite, terrazzo, travertine, any kind of hard floor surface. And to be able to say hard floors, I have hardwood upstairs, I have slate downstairs. I love it on both. And so I know you'll feel the same way no matter what. We all have floors we want to clean. We want clean homes. This is a way to get those floors squeaky clean. And we're heading back to the phones to say hi to this time to TJ in Minneapolis. Nice to have you with us on the air, TJ.
Thank you.
How you doing, TJ?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Very well. Enjoying mopping. You can see the smile on my face.
Yeah.
How do you like it, TJ?
I love it. First time I got it, I mopped the bathroom and the kitchen. I was going to go outside to dump the water, and I noticed my windows were dirty. And because of microfiber, I used it and I washed the windows.
Absolutely. Good point there. Very good point.
How cool.
And they were streak-free. They were clean. It's great.
That is a really good idea. TJ, you're right. This is the microfiber. I love that. Thank you. This is why we love your calls. We learn from you.
Well, I love this product.
Yeah, it's just a great mop. For anybody who's laughing at us getting all excited over a mop, I mean, it changes the way you feel about having to mop your floors, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know. Well, thank you, TJ. So nice of you to call. And thanks for the idea on cleaning windows. Terrific. All right, guys, there's a clock on the... Are you serious? There's only 10 minutes left. This always goes so fast. 1-84373 is the item number. Again, if it's just for this one nasty job, don't you agree, Michael? It's worth the purchase of the Deluxe?
Absolutely.
Getting behind that toilet?
Absolutely. I mean, just to get behind the toilet, it's worth getting the spin mop right there. I mean, it's just like the caller just said. I mean, you can use this dry for dusting, use it wet for mopping. Don't just use it on your floors, windows, mirrors, sidings of your house, your boat, your camper van. You can literally use this on any surface. And because it's made from microfiber, like the caller just says, it doesn't leave streak marks or smear marks. So if you have hardwood floors or pergo floors, this is the #1 recommended mop because of that fact. It doesn't leave streak marks or smear marks, so it's not going to ruin your wood finish. And it always leaves that nice high gloss shine every single time. Even if you have stubborn scuff marks,
wow,
all you got to do is just apply a little bit more pressure, just go backwards and forwards, and you can easily remove those stubborn scuff marks as well. Take it on a tile floor, travertine floor, or marble floor. It comes with a 5-year warranty on the mop head. When have you ever bought a mop that comes with a 5-year warranty? Never.
That's crazy.
Isn't that incredible? Over here, look, we got chocolate sauce. We've got crayon. And look at this, it gets right into the corners. That's what I love about this mop. Lays down flat so you can easily mop underneath your couch, underneath your bed. I mean, when was the last time you mopped underneath the bed? Probably never, right?
Don't even ask me that. Answer that question.
And look at this, dust, dirt, dog hairs, cat hairs, fish scales, those dreaded husband's toenails. Everything sticks to this mop like a magnet. And the nice thing is it doesn't drip everywhere. And we're still not done. In fact, Callie, you know what? I'm going to make you clean a mess.
I'd be happy to. I own
the
this
same mop. Look at this.
Oh, after you just cleaned all of that?
Oh, no. Go for it, Callie. Now, folks, if Callie could do this, trust me.
Stop.
Anybody can do this.
No, but what's amazing, he's right, actually. I mean, who likes to clean floors? None of us. A lot of you get this if you have cleaning businesses. I mean, maybe this is your work. This is your line of work. You want to get in and out.
I'm impressed with your skills, Callie. Look at that. Look at that.
See that?
Fantastic. Good job. Good
Bada
job.
bing, bada boom. There you go. Well, Judy in Portland, you are up next on HSN. Welcome to HSN. Thanks for calling.
Well, thank you. You know what? This mop sells itself. I mean, I could sell it to 1,000 people because it works so quickly. When you rinse the mop off in that little gadget bucket, it makes it dry enough so it's not dripping all over. Yep. I've got hardwood floors, and I've got 4 indoor cats.
Oh, wow.
And I'm washing my floors every week, kind of dry, wet, mopping them, and it takes up everything. There's no streaks. It's the best thing since apple pie.
And apple pie is very, very good.
Yes, and thank you so much. It's one of the best gadgets I've ever. I put that high up on my list. I've been telling everybody about it and showing people.
Oh, thank you so much. And you've tried, I assume you've tried every other mop out there on the market.
And I've bought these steam mops and all kinds of things trying to get my floor clean. And I've used that Fuller Brush degreaser product with the water inside this bucket. And it's absolutely a perfect combination.
That's a really good tip.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Another great idea. Thank you, Judy. So glad you called. Thank you. Really appreciate that. This is part of the reason why Judy was saying that she loves how the mop head comes out super dry. That's that wonderful, that foot activation.
That's
I was calling the salad spinner, but that's basically how it works.
I mean, that's what's nice about it. This is the Spin Mop Deluxe. So this is the one with the feature that's got the washer spinner right here. So it's got a gear inside the bucket, so that's what creates a centrifugal force inside the bucket, as well as this part here. So I'm only using my thumb right here. I mean, it's very simple to use. It also comes with this nice little spill guard, as well as a handle to carry up and down the stairs. And there's also a deep channel groove around the outside of the bucket. So you're always, that's what traps the dirt, the grease, the grime. So you're always mopping your floor with clean water.
That's as clean as it possibly could be. Make it really, really hot. By the way, we've passed 4,000. We have about 1,000 people on the phones ordering. This is the last show. This is something not to miss. Try it. You will see why everybody loves this mop so much. 1-84373 is the item number. We've been talking about how much weight it holds.
Right, I mean, there's a whole can of soda right there. Now, this mop is seriously like a thirsty camel in the Sahara Desert. It will easily pick up this whole can of soda. It'll probably pick up 2 cans of soda, to be honest with you. Let me just, I missed a bit right there. Look at that. And the nice thing is, not only has the soda completely disappeared, but look at that. You can actually see it. There it is right there in the mop. How do you get this clean? You notice how it's not dripping everywhere? Very simple. All you do is take it over to the bucket, just like so. You push down on your foot pedal. It's using that centrifugal force. It's spinning all the dirt right out of the mop, right into the bucket. You then place it on the other side. This is how you dry the mop, and your mop's going to come out nice and clean, and you're good to go. It doesn't get any easier than that,
Well, we're heading back to the phones. People love this mop. Lois in New Jersey, you are up next. Thanks for joining us on HSN tonight, Lois.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing?
Very well. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
I love this mop. I bought one for my daughter. I had my sister buy one. I have one for myself, and I just like the new bucket. I said I was going to try another one, and I can maybe pass that other one back on to someone else.
There you go. Yeah, this new bucket, I feel the same way because I have the original too, Lois. It really is a nice new design. But even with the, do you still have the original?
Yes.
And you love it just as much as I love mine?
I love it just as much because, you know, I have problems wringing.
Yeah, and doesn't it really do a great job?
Yes, it does. And like I was watching before and I was listening to the testimonial, you don't have to take a dry rag to wipe across the floor because it does it all at one time.
Yeah, it sure does. Thank you for sharing the good news with your family and friends, Lois, and for sharing with everybody watching tonight. You've really helped others make a decision to make cleaning the floor easier. So have a great night, Lois. Thanks again. If you're just tuning in, I know we've got, what, 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes on the clock. We are always busy on this item. It's truly one of those, as one of our callers said, one of those gadgets that makes life so easy. Especially in the summer, who wants to be indoors cleaning our floors?
I know, exactly right. Look at this. Look, that mop head was completely dirty a minute ago. Again, I've just used the bucket right here to wash the mop and use the bucket to dry it, and it comes out completely clean like the day you bought your mop, okay? So it's not going to look like this thing right here. I mean, this is less than 3 months old. I mean, think about this. How do you clean this mop head? I mean, you got to dip this in probably like straight bleach. I mean, you still have to wring this thing out with your hands. It's absolutely disgusting. All this dirt right here, I mean, that's bacteria. You're mopping your floor with bacteria. Even this spill right here, this little spill, this mop will not pick it up. All it will do is just push it around. When you pick it up, it drips everywhere. It smells disgusting. Do yourself a favor, just get the spin mop. Look at this. In half the time, no streaks, no smears on any surface. And you'll be so happy. And you don't have to get on your hands and knees with a towel to dry your floor.
You know, and obviously, we've all had mops. You've probably owned multiple mops in your lifetime. None of them have worked. You end up buying a new mop because it falls apart. If it's that cloth kind that you have to wring with your hands, that's a thing of the past. That's archaic. This is new. It's so easy. It does so much better of a job, and you won't have to keep buying it over or anything else to attach to a mop, like those little tissue paper things that, you know, pick up only the dry messes. This picks up not only wet messes, but dry messes and even the scuff marks. Did you see the crayons on this tile floor over here?
Right.
It picked that up, no problem.
And look at this. I mean, what about, like, what's the first thing you do before you mop?
You sweep or
Crack open a
vacuum,
bottle of
right?
wine. You have to sweep or vacuum, right? Now, this is coffee granules right here. This could be dust, dirt, dog hairs, cat hairs. If you have pets, you have to get this mop, okay? If you have a hairy spouse, you have to get this mop, okay? This gets something real sticky.
No,
so this is tomato sauce.
Never thought about.
Now we got some barbecue sauce as well. Now, if that mess was on your floor when you got home tonight, how would you clean this up? Let's give some blue hair right here. How would you clean that up,
most people,
Connie?
what? We'd get on our hands and knees with paper towel.
Hands and knees
right?
with paper towels. Call the dog, put a rug over it, call the spouse, or move the house. Watch this. Now, don't blink if you're watching at home. But this mop not only works like a vacuum for liquid, but it also works like a magnet for dust and dirt. So dog hairs, cat hairs, fish scales, those dreaded husband's toenails, ladies. Everything sticks to this mop like a magnet. You know, just in the fact that you don't have to use paper towels to pick up messes like this.
It's true.
You're going to save yourself so much money.
Because honestly, paper towel is expensive.
It is very expensive.
And this is something you can wash this mop head over hundreds and hundreds of times. Janet in Ohio, we want to say hi to you before we run out of time. Welcome to HSN Tonight.
Hello, thank you. How are you all?
We're doing great. How do you love your mop?
I dearly love this mop. It's the best mop I've ever
fantastic.
had.
Isn't it crazy? I mean, how excited we get about this mop. It just really is great.
Yes, it is.
Does it do a better job than other mops you've owned?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you recommend it?
Yes, I would highly recommend it. I am disabled and have back problems, and it's not hard at all to use. I mean, it's not heavy, you know, like a lot of mops. And as he was demonstrating on there with the mop, that you have the replaceable pad, you know.
Yeah.
It's even better than that. I mean, even when I've used it as a dust mop, it's everything you said. It's amazing.
Yeah, even dry.
It's a wonderful.
Well, thank you very much for your call, Janet. We really appreciate it. And
you know
thanks
what I
to
love
all
about-
of you who are on the lines. We are extremely busy, but we've got a system if you call right now.
Look at that, it stands all by itself, too.
True.
Isn't that nice?
That's a very good point. Thank you. This is our last show tonight. I think you're back in the morning at 9.
Yeah, back at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Can we do some more mopping?
Okay. Well, you're welcome to order yours now. 1-84373. You can even mop around me. That was cute. Hey, you can even shop by remote. If you go to hsn.com, just type in shop by remote. All the information is there. Can you imagine how easy and how fun it's going to be to shop just sitting in the comfort of your own